Hi everybody, welcome back. Minecraft with me, Sid. Done quite a bit on the farmyard since we were last on. I've got all the roofs in and caught some animals. Got a few piggies, a few sheepies, and a few moo cows. Brought the road all the way down and stuck some lampposts in. Made it like a dirty farmyard. Yeah, you were. Got the top levels in, built the roof, that's just out of plain oak slabs, and I've also done a little attic room in here. So, out of the fireplace, I saw this particular trick on Generic Bees. Generic Bees channel, and he basically had got the fireplace, but these hearthstones are furnaces, so the furnaces are nicely hidden in there. So we've got that set up, and we've got a second fire up here, and then that continues up to the chimney, coming up through the attic room here. So I've got to do a little bit of work internally and put some walls in, but what I wanted to do was just get this floor finished off quickly, windows in, and some walls on this ground floor. So I've got some hardened clay, which I'm wanting to use for the floor. So we'll just whip that out, and once we've got some of the cosmetics done here, I'm just going to breed up some of the animals, and then I've got a few things I want to show you. I suppose, for want of a better word, wearing my admin hat. So, yeah. Don't know how long I'm going to let this episode run for, because at the moment the upload rates for YouTube are just ludicrous. I mean, I thought it may be my broadband, being, obviously it's not the fastest on upload, it's really geared for download. But the video I uploaded on Monday took a little over 8 hours to upload and process, and I thought, well, that's a bit slow, maybe my broadband's, not quite up to it. So the video I uploaded today, the Hexit episode, I did from work, and I work at the university. We've got a 2 gigabit line, both up and down, and it still took a good 2 hours to get the whole lot up. So YouTube does seem to be a little bit slow on the processing and upload side at the moment. So I figured a farmhouse would probably on the ground floor have a very functional hardened clay floor. So, and I don't know if I'm going to have enough. I'm probably not, so I'm going to have to go and grab some more. So I only brought a stack and a half. Possibly not the best move there, so I may have to finish this off camera once you really don't want to be sat watching me bake clay, unless of course that is your thing, in which case there is always the clay baking channel. No, there isn't really. Please don't go looking for the clay baking channel. Alright, what's the best thing to do here? I suppose if I jump home to my townhouse, I can go and grab some clay blocks, and we can bake those, and some coal, and we can bake those at this side. Hopefully I don't get too much teleport lag here, we'll soon find out. Clay, what have I got in here? I've got 32 hardened clay. Have I got nothing else cooked? Take 3 stacks of those and some coal. Take a few coal blocks. That's probably the better one. So let me hit back, and that should bring us in here. All right. Oh God, post teleport lag. It's always a problem, isn't it? Okay. Yeah, we've just got to wait for the that to catch me up there. Come on. All right. So I think if I remember rightly, one coal block is enough to do a stack, so we'll just do that in each of these, and we'll leave those cooking while we continue with this other half stack that I picked up. Right, where's my clay? Clay. Okay, we may have incoming, so I may be breaking for a second while I've got to have to wait for that to cook anyway. I'm going to wait for this to cook while we've got movement upstairs, and I'll be back shortly. Okay, while I've been waiting, I've planned out I'm going to just have a couple of simple walls on this level, and I'll grab some of that. Let's just continue filling in this floor. So yeah, I'm using just plain hardened clay for the floor section, and I'm using grey stained hardened clay for the walls. So you kind of got a dirty, grimy kind of wall texture going on here. Again, very functional. Okay, right. So yeah, so the kitchen or farmhouse is going to have a main large kitchen area. This is going to be the larder for the kitchen. Oops, slow down a bit. Yep, so larder for the kitchen, and as I say, large kitchen area. So what I want is some fairly large windows. Say fairly large too. In fact, let's bring these both in one like that. That can become a two, so we've got some fairly large windows overlooking this way, just a small one here, and maybe just a small one there. So that will be the farmhouse. The main farmhouse is going to have a large farm table in it, and then upstairs obviously we can go this way and this way. So what are you doing in here? You shouldn't be here. Probably going to poison yourself to do this. Nope, no, I got away with it. Revenge of the chicken. It poisons you. Haha. So again, on this level I'm going to have one dividing wall across here. Now how I'm going to do this, do I want what? Oh god, I get the right tool. Firm believer in the right tools for the right job, and that was definitely the wrong tool for the wrong job. So if we have like a sitting room affair here, that really doesn't work for me. I don't know how I want to subdivide this room up. Obviously the fire is a centerpiece. Maybe just leave it as it is, and then upstairs this will be the farmhands area, so this will be a shared like dormitory thingy. Yeah, so that'll do for now. Sometimes I'm not 100% certain. I'll get the glass in the windows, and I want to grab some wood because I want some trapdoor trapdoors, quite a lot of trapdoors actually. And some glass, we'll worry about those ones later. Let's just get these done. So windows there, windows there, window here. Where else have I put windows? There. I'm probably going to need more trapdoors. Oh, what's that? Never noticed that one before. Little underground lake there. Okay, sidetracked again. Window there. No windows there. That's fine. I think I'm done with the glass. And if I pop the two trapdoors there and there, that gives me my shutters. C private. So C private locks these, so no jokers other than admins can flick these down, and obviously we'll know if any admins have been around and done that, because you know Kosoma will leave his usual trail of poop. Although I made the mistake tonight of suggesting that instead of using anvils he used something that I can easily world edit out, and I've noticed sponge starting to appear. So you know, hindsight maybe not the wisest of comments there. So we'll get this ground floor done, and I'll do the rest offline. I may do one because I've got a plan I want to do for one of them. Okay, that should be nicely locked up, and see what I'm thinking is what do I need for this? I've got two of those. I need some more of those. I need some more wood then, don't I? Oak, and I want some spruce. Oh, and some dirt. Can't grab a whole pile because I'm going to want a nerd pole up. Just grab a bit of that. That should give me enough of those. And one of those. So if I get my dirt and put my dirt in, get me a little window box thing going here. Maybe I won't need to nerd bowl after all. Just lock those in place. And I need something to go in the window box, of course. And I also want that up there. What we got? Anything down here that was window box worthy? There we go. I'll have some pretty yellow flowers because they're just easily on hand. Okay. Not quite. So I'll probably reproduce that on a couple more of the farms facing windows. Do some stuff out here, and as I say, I want maybe to get a barn with some hay in it over here. Now the other thing I wanted to do, which I've not done yet since I got these in, because everybody likes to see cute little animals. Let me just go and see if I can't get this fella. Oi! Come on. Now he's got interested now. You and you. And you. Go make babies. Make babies. Hmm? Oh, I know what's the matter. Let me just check my region. Remove. Is it remove? Yeah, there we go. Now let's try it. Oh, this is not going to work now, is it? Oh well, the piggies are going to have to do without breeding today. What happened there just is we had a problem the other night with Townie, which is the town protection plugin we use, and basically it lost connection to its data. Well, actually it lost connection on come on cows, one of you is going to have your love unrequited. Yeah, it lost its connection to the iConomy database, which meant all the towns fell. So as a quick fix, just to protect this area, I set a world guard region around it to prevent mob spawning, and I'd left that in place, which unfortunately has the side effect of also preventing these little fellas. Oh, I forgot you got XP for breeding now. And even though I don't want chickens, I've got a chicken. Yeah, so anyway, we've fixed the issue temporarily by taking away the upkeep fees, so that should hopefully stop that happening while we try and stop these database connection failures. Not sure really what we can do on that, but yeah, so that's the farm. It's coming along nicely. And the other thing I wanted to do was, I'm going to go into admin mode now, so I'm going to get creative, and I'm going to teleport out to the arena world. Now, I need to just change my game mode again there. The arena world is an odd world. The players have access to it, but only when they join any of our mini games, and it's a void world. So there's no terrain, and all the arenas are basically freestanding structures. The players should not be able to get out of them, unless of course we want them to get out of them, such as this one. This is a TNT run, which I need to do some redefinition of, but basically, oh, we've got a slight hole there. Basically it's kind of a spleef style affair. You run around on the floor here, triggers the TNT, the floor falls out, and as you fall down, you make holes, all the players fall down, and you lose by dropping out of the bottom of the arena. So I need to redefine that. That's got some things. This is the sewer mob arena, which we've not shown actually in the videos, but basically it's a sewer. This was built by Mothman as part of one of our competitions. If I head over this way, we should come to the PvP arena again, which we've not shown played in any of the videos. You know, there's absolutely nothing in any of these chests, but this is where players can come and basically beat the snot out of each other with pre-provided equipment, up to 8 players. And what I wanted to show you was, if I get the right direction, a bit of a work in progress. Right, where are we? Here we go. So this is, hasn't even got a name yet. This is going to be a PvP arena, or team-based PvP arena, nautical themed, pirates, lots of things. Got to put some ladders in for them to climb. These ships are they're basically a ship I built 4 servers ago, and I've managed to cut and paste every time and bring them with me. So yeah, this is the, well, that is a black pig. This is the black pig with the wool replaced to red, so I suppose the red pig, for want of a better name. So I've got to move these cannons round because the dispensers change orientation. when you world edit things in, and I've started building some TNT cannons. So this is going to be a PvP arena. This is just basically a sneak peek. Now, did I leave my world edit block in? I can't remember. I can do, hang on, just, I don't need to worry about that. Let me just squeeze down here a bit and do region info. That is Coal Pirate, so region select Coal Pirates. Okay, let's do, just get myself down a bit and stand on this corner. Oh, that's the Dawn of the Zombie Apocalypse arena, which hasn't been defined in this world as yet. So / copy, that's got a copy of that. I'm on this corner. I just wanted to test the range on this TNT cannon, which is what I wanted to do. But obviously I wanted to make sure that I can paste it back in. So let's go and grab some TNT. Load that. Now, when the players play this, there'll be a chest with TNT in it, and they'll have to load this with whatever charge they want and get the timings right. So let's see whether we can get that. Nowhere near long enough range, I don't think. I may need to increase that then. Let's see. I don't think we're making it. Yeah, it's way too short a range. Right, so we need to fix that. So let's get busy and just do some fixing. I'm making it out of coal blocks. I want these to be destructible. So we're going to need to do, I'm trying to think, that's the middle. So I'm going to bring it back all the way to here. Just zap that off. So that should give me a multiple charge cannon there. What do I need? Repeaters. So very simple TNT cannon. I'm sure you've all seen this before, and if you haven't, I only have to ask, what planet have you been living on? Get a bucket of water, whack that in there. And it's going to be TNT. Let's try it with a full load. Buttons. Yeah, I shouldn't have done that. I'm going to want that TNT again. Let's see what range we get this time. Oh, that's long enough range. So let's try that again with a slightly lower charge. Oops. Let's just go with a and of course getting the timing right is, oh, that's, oh yeah, so I think this is going to work pretty damn fun, getting the charges right. We're going to need to make, I think, 3 or 4 TNT cannons on both sides. I'm also going to load randomly, or not randomly, but you know, just a selection of these are going to be loaded with some fire charges, so they'll fire straight across, and we're going to have fire spread enabled on this arena. So yeah, this could be fun. If you've got any suggestions for tricks we can do, any nastiness that we can play, obviously there's plenty of ways that the players can They can climb the rigging. The rigging is all accessible, so they can get up here and just get rid of that TNT before I ever get an attempt to do anything else. They get up here and obviously can snipe across at anybody coming across here. As I say, we're going to stick ladders, 4 or 5 sets of ladders, probably on both sides, because you know it's conceivable players will want to try and swim underneath the boats and come up the far side. One of the problems I always have when designing mini games and trying to figure out, you know, the mechanics. In fact, let me just who's on? Oh, it's only Kasoma, so I don't need to worry about lag from pasting. But I'm just going to do a / paste -a. That should have fixed that broken. Yeah, that's all fixed. Of course, it has left all this lot in, but I can fix that later. That's not a problem. Yeah, one of the problems I always have with these mini games is trying to figure out what the hell the players are going to do. So, just as an example, if I come over here, this build to this particular arena quarry isn't mine. I borrowed this one because I was after something quick and dirty. It was actually designed by these guys, Andresi and AZ. Yeah, these guys. Now, the first thing I noticed straight off the bat when I got in here was most of this TNT had switches and redstone to it, which is in itself not a bad thing, but there are areas where the TNT would explode and expose the outside of the arena to player access, which is not good. So I took that out thinking, yep, that's sorted it. But then I discovered that the players can actually break the TNT. For some reason the anti-braking rules don't count TNT as a protected block. So they were breaking it, and they were poling up on it to hide from the players, and other players were using techniques to set the unforeseen techniques to set the TNT on fire and detonate it and getting out and all sorts. And so yeah, just goes to prove I cannot foresee everything that the players can possibly think of. Just let me let the dog out a second. Right, sorry about that, but she'll just moan at the door otherwise. Damn Jack Russells. She's getting on a bit now actually. Little old Bobby, she's 10. She's a rescue dog, and ex-badger dog actually. She was used to hunt badgers. We got her from the RSPCA, and she's missing one side of her jaw from her hunting days. So yeah, she's from one side she looks like something out of Resident Evil. So yeah, so I've tried that, and we've done it with other arenas. If I just squiz over this way a bit, nope, that way a bit. Let me head over there. This is the, in fact I can just do a home MA Dawn, I think it's Spawn off the top of my head. Yeah, so this is the Dawn of the Dead arena, I suppose, so Zombie Apocalypse shopping mall. Again, I didn't build this one. All I did is I took a very nice arena by, I can't remember the name of the chap, I know it's on a sign somewhere in here. I did put it around, I can't remember. It's a long time since I did it, but I basically broke it up and post-apocalypsed it a bit, but this is an arena we use for there. And what you would find is you're trying to figure out all the tricks that the players can do. So I was like thinking, well, you know, what happens if they get up on the roof, which is accessible from several means, and so I decided not to give them not to deny access. I gave easy access. Stuck a whole load of zombie spawn points on here, so even if they get up here, the zombies can spawn and get at them. But even then, they will do some of the most bizarre, unpredictable things. They'll get out into these things, and you know, they'll run down the side here and hide on a treetop and cause the zombie pathfinding. Now in 1.62 is probably good enough to combat that, but certainly on 1.52 there were ways they were finding all sorts of tricks, and I've given up trying to second guess players now. It's futile. So yeah, so hopefully once we've got the pirate ship PvP arena going, we'll get an online game and we can show you do it. So, straight off the bat, you spot things. They've bloody undone the the signs, and yeah. So obviously I've got to convert all of these over to the new world. I've just done a couple so far, and it's quite a painstaking process. I may go through it on one of the simpler arenas at some point. But that's yeah, I think that's probably enough for this episode. I hope I've not rambled on too much, and we'll see you next episode. In fact, I'm going to get myself out of here before I die and fall out of the world. So I'll see you next time, and that's it from me. Ta-ra for now. Bye.